So what I was trying to say was I think that they both take risks, right? The risks just look a lot different. For example, men come in with the risk. You take her out. You want to see you had that initial risk, right? So hey, I want to see if I'm vibing with her. Now I will say you have less of a risk if you're dating with intent because you will want to know that you've invested that money on your future wife, and you probably won't feel so bad about it, right? But when you're playing around a lot, you're gonna take more risk when you play. Okay. And so you take the risk at the beginning, but let's be very clear. She too is taking a risk because her risk can be I want marriage, and you're just there to waste her time. And the one thing about women is time matters. It matters when it comes to being pregnant, your biological clock. We talk about it here all the time. You wasting time, your valuable years, your prime years on somebody. And those are things you can always get that money back. She can't get that time back. She
Uh,
can't
we
get those looks
we
back.
we
She
just talked about women bringing in strays. They don't care about time.
so what I'm saying is, well, I think that women have always done, what it may not be to this extent of things, but they've always, I think women get a bad name of like, oh, you'll never date a broke man. That's not true at all. We know that's not true. But I think that both men and women take risks. He takes a risk with his pocket. She takes a risk with her time. And yeah, you may say, well, he has time, but the time is not the same. A man can get older and still be valuable in the marketplace. A woman gets older, she's losing value in the marketplace. And there's the difference. So, so unless it ends in commitment, that was, you know,
That's fair.
money well spent, I guess. You was able to spend all this time, got all these benefits out of her, and she got nothing in the end.
I mean,
She got
but again, that's part of the game, though. You
Right.
know,
So that's what I'm saying. Both take risks in
yeah,
the situation. So
yeah.
hey, Miss Polly. Oh, she at work, honey. Counting
I am
that
here. I'm gonna clock the last two gentlemen. I'll be right back.
I know that's right. Got them tills in the hand trying to count that money. Okay. If anybody else want to add to that? Yeah, and that's why I know there was a post that I said, and one of the posts was, if a man, I think the question was, if a man, would you go 50-50 with a man, right? And my answer was, if that man is my husband, absolutely. If he feels like we need to divide all, now 50-50 means we've divided everything. The house, everything is divided 50-50, okay? Because there needs to be reciprocity, needs to be balance. If he says that we're doing it, absolutely. If you're not my husband, no. Because you want me to split 50-50 with you wasting my time. What? That's not gonna happen. That's not an even exchange. It absolutely is not. But if that's my husband or my fiance, or I know this man, we have come to the conclusion that we are going to be together for the long haul, like life partners.
A man shouldn't be. So what? And you're saying that you wouldn't do that under what circumstances are we talking the 50-50? Like y'all living together?
Yeah, if we live together, if he's not my husband or my fiance, or we've had an agreement that
So
we'll be life
so
partners.
so a man is supposed to pay for everything, even though you're not fully committed to them.
No, 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 no. I didn't say I wasn't committed to them. I'm saying we know we're not. It's not a legit commitment.
Right. That's not being fully committed though. Right.
Oh, you're saying because I feel like men control that aspect of the relationship. So when you said I'm not fully committed to them, I'm thinking you're saying in my heart I'm not fully committed. Not
I'm
necessarily.
saying,
I wouldn't.
right. I'm saying the woman isn't fully committed. So if the woman, with what you're saying, and I get it, the man would have to initiate the marriage, right? But if I don't think that a man should take on a husband role for a woman that's not his wife.
Oh,
It's
okay. So you're saying they shouldn't even be in the same household. That's what you're saying.
if they are in the same household, I don't think that that he should be paying for everything.
Do
No,
you think she should be giving her body up to him?
if they in the same household,
Why? Well, so why does she have to give something and he's not?
but
So
he is
I'm not.
giving something.
Huh?
He is giving something though.
What is he giving?
He's giving his time, his money, his body.
But she's giving her money
She
too.
giving the same.
Yeah. So how
Right,
is
but
that?
that's my point though. Like it's a mutual thing. It's
No,
reciprocated.
I
No,
wish
sex
y'all would
is
get
not
that
the
out.
same for
It's
men
not.
and
Stop
women
saying
when
that
it comes
No,
to
it's
that.
not.
Don't be
that-
funny. That was funny.
It's
But that was
not.
cute.
hold on now.
We
Sex
just
is
said
not
in a
the same
sentence
for men
that
and
she
women.
loses value. She loses value by being with you too long and you're not married to her. You're wasting her time.
But she
So
moved in with him.
you're getting all of these benefits of wifey, knowing that you're wasting her time and you have no intent for her.
But she
Okay.
moved
Now,
in with him.
I said they moved in together. I didn't say that she moved in with him. And
If
if she moved in with him, that's even worse. I mean, she paying his bills.
well, I'm saying if two people if two people if they don't have if they live separately, right, and they both get a house together,
Well, they
there's
went. So we're not saying they're getting a mortgage together. What I'm saying
right.
is
Well,
that
apartment.
let's just say she. I would assume that a man probably wouldn't live with a woman, but if she moves into his house, right? I personally, this is just my idea of the situation. I think it would be stupid of a woman to move into a man's house who is not committed to her on a true commitment level, which means he's her husband, life partner. They make that decision, or the fiance.
I mean, I would say it would be quite foolish for her to move in with him and that not be the case, and then expect anything less than you know sharing each other's bodies with each other. If that's the transaction, like I don't I get what y'all are trying to say, but to say that sex is different for men compared to women, I don't agree with that at all.
It,
And
it,
and and
you don't have to agree with it. You'll never. It's one of those things. It's kind
It
of like
is.
that women will never understand
Well,
about. It's just things
yeah.
that you'll never understand.
Well, I mean,
what
that I
makes
don't even say understand. Men
what
say it
makes
out their own mouths every day, so that doesn't make sense. If you guys say the value of a woman, if you say not even virgin but low body count or whatever you believe in, which a lot of men spew that out. If you're saying that's you're basically saying every man that she decides to say, hey, this might be the man, because no one usually guesses right the time or the second. So every time she's doing that, she's losing value as a woman in the eyes of the men that she's trying to attract. And then you're gonna sit there and say it's not the same, because men can run up thousands of bodies and still be looked at as valuable. Matter of fact, looked at as if that's positive. The more women you get shows that you're more desirable and that women want you and the other women want you because the other women want you. So that doesn't make sense. So it's not the same when it comes to the eyes of the people who are in the marketplace right now. I didn't say in my own personal opinion, I think it's silly fact, but who am I? I am not the majority, and that's who we are talking about. So I just say it. That's a majority. I don't believe it myself. But it is what it is. You got to take into account that women who give themselves out are looked at as less, and the ones who give it out less are looked at as more valuable, as they're not what they call pair bonding. All these things that have come out that people are saying, which I don't even know if those listen. At this point, it don't even matter. If that's what it is, he's losing value. You are not.
oh, I'm again, I get it, and I agree that
It costs
most
more to
men
lease a car than it does to buy it.
you still paying for the lease though.
You're
I do
paying for the lease. That's what I'm saying. It costs
right,
more to lease the car
right.
than it is to buy it because it loses its value while it's with you. While it's with you.
What with the lease?
Yes, that's why it costs more. You're not purchasing it, you're just leasing it. But it costs more to lease the car.
But they're going to make more money off of that though.
See, I think you're never mind.
Oh, I hear what you're saying, but I just
At
think
the
that
end
that's
of the
a bad
day, she
analogy.
loses more by being, if you know, if you have no intent to marry her, she is losing time, biological clock. She's losing her market value as far as aging, and she's also losing like she said, that's a body that now she has explained that lowers her value according to you guys, because body count does matter.
It's relevant, yeah, for sure.